What's going on, internet? Just seeing you guys with a quick update. Well, it's actually a little bit more than an update. This is going to be a product review. So, recently, I decided to go ahead and rejoin the real world and went ahead and picked up Spectrum Cable again. Shout out to Spectrum for taking me back. I know the way we ended things was not on the best of terms, but I'm back with the family. I got my internet back. Uh, Go to hell, AT&T. First of all, side note, I tried AT&T, went ahead and jumped on their fiber network, gave it a shot. Absolute trash. Anybody out there thinking about getting AT&T fiber network, first of all, make sure that you are in a heavily populated urban area, because if you're in the sticks or anywhere sticks adjacent, like where I am in Gaston County, North Carolina, which is literally right next to Charlotte, North Carolina, I'm probably about 15 minutes away from the airport, but it was trash. I will never ever ever get AT&T fiber ever again. Anyways, not to try to defame them, but it's not for me. Went back to Spectrum, purchased my internet package with home phone, and the saleswoman was pretty. Actually, she wasn't even persistent. She just asked me if I ever heard about Spectrum Mobile. I hadn't heard anything about. Well, actually, I had heard something about it, but I kind of thought of Spectrum Mobile the same way you think about Walmart phones or Boost Mobile. It's a solo company. They're usually jacking off of somebody else's towers. Your network probably doesn't cover you outside the city. Waste of money. Well, she didn't really sell me, but she told me that they carry new phones. So I was immediately interested because she told me that they carry new phones. And I've been thinking about switching back over to the iPhone, but then I was also thinking about switching over to the new Note. I'm actually filming right now on a Note 8. But when she told me that they had the 10s Max and they had it in 512 gigabytes, and she told me that I wasn't going to have to put any money down, I was sold. So here we go. I went ahead and picked up the new iPhone. Probably shouldn't be putting all that information out there because y'all people will do anything. But there you go. iPhone, and just so you see, yeah, that's the iPhone. Definitely didn't come with ear pods. Definitely didn't come with a lightning connector. Definitely didn't come with a lightning to USB. Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm probably gonna need to go back through this box and make sure I'm not missing anything. But anyway, I got the iPhone, and I got it the 10s Max, and it's the 500 gigabyte joint. So we're gonna check this out. And yes, as you can see, I've already activated it. And I gotta tell you right now. Oh, first of all, shout out to Flossie Carter. I'm feeling it. Not even the iPhone itself, the service. The service is what I'm feeling. I was a little bit wary at first. I was afraid that the service was going to be spotty. I was afraid that I wasn't going to get much in the way of trying to think of what I want to say. I was afraid that I wasn't going to get much in the way of I don't know what that blinking light is. That's something that the camera's picking up because my phone's not blinking. I don't have any notification lights. But anyway, I was scared that the service was going to be bad. That was my biggest worry, actually, that the service was going to be bad. I was worried that I wasn't going to have much in the way of bars. I was worried that I wasn't going to have much in the way of signal. But when I tell you the service has not been bad at all, bars everywhere I go, because they're using Verizon's network. So they're using Verizon's towers. And one thing I will say about Verizon is that parking garages, elevators, hospitals, old hospitals, I'm talking about brick and mortar hospitals, you're getting a signal. Walking around in the grocery store, stores that I usually go into, and I got to tell somebody I got to call them back because I ain't got no signal, not a problem. Absolutely not a problem. I went ahead and picked up a leather phone case, which, as you can see, has already been put through the paces. And I've only had the phone for about 2 weeks now. Don't even get it twisted. Um, I went ahead and threw a glass protector case on there as well, just to make sure I'm protecting my investment because I usually don't purchase insurance on any of my phones. But so far, I gotta say I'm actually pretty impressed with Spectrum Mobile. I haven't got any opportunity to take my phone outside the state, but I did ask them about international coverage, which they did say that they do have, which is included in my plan. Oh, let's talk about the plan. $45 a month. $45 a month. That's it. 20 gigabytes, unlimited actually, 20 gigabyte, but your first 20 gigabytes you're going to get at that 4G LTE speed. And then of course, once you hit 20 gigabytes, you're going to throttle. You're going to be throttled. For me, I will burn up gigabytes because I stream. YouTube TV, Hulu, Netflix. I don't pay for cable. So for me, it's imperative that I make sure that I'm on a Wi-Fi signal anywhere that I go. As you can see, I'm on home Wi-Fi. Signal's a little weak. I actually need to get a router. But so far so good. Um, the setup was easy. I actually originally was going to port my number from my T-Mobile phone, but I decided to go ahead and just go with a new number just in case the service was trash. I didn't want to terminate my contract with T-Mobile and end up having to go through all the bullshit of getting my number back and then starting my thing back over. So I'm gonna let my contract, well, not my contract, but I'm gonna let this run out with T-Mobile. My phone's already paid for with them, so I don't have to worry about being on the hook with that. And I'm gonna rock with Spectrum Mobile for a little while. In the meantime, when it comes to paying off the phone, of course, that is the big part. Paying off the phone is gonna be like 60 payments. Yeah, I think it's gonna be somewhere in the neighborhood of like 60 payments, or 42 pounds. I don't know, something like that. But it's $60. This phone, of course, is like $1,400. So I'm gonna be paying on this for a little while. Usually I'm good for about 2 or 3 paydays a year. So once I get some decent paydays in, I'm gonna go ahead and pay for this phone entirely and have that taken care of and see what iPhone comes out with next, with their next rollout. The notch doesn't really bother me. You really got to be paying attention to it hard for the notch to really bother you. Other than that, there's plenty of other real estate for you to be able to see and do what you got to do. But so far for Spectrum Mobile, I'm giving you a thumbs up. Pleasantly surprised. So if anybody's got any questions, feel free to hit me up on this video. I may not even post this because I've never done a review like this before, but I just had to come on here and say that I was pleasantly surprised about Spectrum Mobile. Like I said, the setup was really easy. Phone came to me in about 2 days. Uh, for anybody out there who's saying that they may have a little trouble with the payment, understand that Spectrum Mobile is a brand new company and your bank's not going to recognize them because they're not known. So when you purchase your phone from them, you may see the charge go through and then it'll bounce back and then it'll go through again. Your bank needs to make sure that they are recognizing that you have authorized that payment. Once that payment's been authorized and your bank lets those funds go, your phone's going to come to you in 2 days. If you ported your number, all you got to do is put in your SIM card and activate it. Once you've activated it, it'll port your number over. You'll be good to go. If you're going to get a new number, which I ended up doing, originally I was going to port my number, but I changed my mind at the last minute. Called them up to Spectrum Mobile. They went ahead and assigned me a brand new telephone number. Took about 4 minutes. Like I said, so far, no complaints whatsoever. If you guys got any questions at all, feel free to hit me up. All right.